welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those of you that are current subscribers, welcome back. My name is Jasmine. I have two Etsy shops. First one is CreativeJasDesigns, which I do adult apparel and anything custom. But I do go to any size. If it's part of another order and need anything customly made to go along with the adult shirts, then I definitely will do any size. And then the second shop is Twinkleology. Twinkleology is my baby onesie shop and toddler and youth t-shirt shop. But in today's video, I'm actually making a shirt for a customer. It's for their 50th birthday. And it looks like this. So if you'd like to see how I accomplish this look, then please keep watching. So the first thing you're gonna need is a black t-shirt, any size. And then you're gonna need white vinyl, which I'll show right here. And then some deco film leopard print vinyl as well. I'll show it here as well. So if you want to see, right now I'm going to show you how I size it on the shirt, and then I'll show you how I put it in design space for my Cricut Maker, and when I transfer it over to the Cricut, and then you'll see it being cut, and then how I weed it and then press it, and when it's done. So I'll be back. All right, so here I'm going to hit new project in design space. So new project, and then I'm going to hit upload, and here I'm going to upload image and browse. So here I look for my image, which is chapter 50. I hit complex and then continue. And then here I'm going to zoom in because I want to erase part of this image here. And then what I'm going to do is I want to preview it so I can see where I need to erase. So now I'm going to go to my erase tool here, and then that's a little too small, so I'm going to increase the eraser size so that's a little bigger, and then I'm going to start erasing like this, and then I'm going to keep trying to preview it until I see that it's completely gone, so it's nice and clean. So I'll do that now. I'm going to speed this up a little just so you can see it after I'm done. All right, so now that it's done and I think it looks good, I'm going to hit apply and continue. And then now I'm going to hit cut image, and then I'm going to type in here white because that's the color vinyl I'm using, and then continue. I'm going to delete this one that I previously uploaded because it was not a good cut. Upload image again, and now I'm going to browse for the lips, which is the part that I need to do now. Complex, continue, preview it, that looks good. And now apply and continue. Here I hit cut image, and here I'm going to just type leopard. And I upload. And then now I select the two files that I'm going to use, and then add to canvas. And then now I'm just going to zoom out just so I can see the whole image. So I'm just going to try to shrink this up so you can see the whole thing on the screen. And then now I'm going to separate them so I can choose the color that just so I can know the two differences of the vinyl. Then here I'm going to make this one white. And now I'm going to put this here and try to size of where I want it to be. Move it a little, put it up here, and then I'm going to attach these two. I think that looks good. So now attach both of them, and then I'm going to group them. And then now I'm going to go ahead and size it for the shirt. So, all right, so now I'm going to size to see how big I want it. I think 10 wide should be fine, and then maybe about say 11.5 for the height. So 10 by 11.5. All right, so here I'm gonna type in 10, unlock the size here so I can type in 11.5. And then I'm gonna hit make it. And then here, you're gonna want to mirror both images. So I'm gonna hit mirror, and I'm gonna select the next one and hit mirror again. Go back to the first one and continue. So now I'm making sure my machine is on, and you're gonna want it to connect. Right here, so there's my maker. And then now it's gonna set my base material. So I use, for the first one, I'm gonna do everyday iron-on. And now it's ready for me to send it into the Cricut Maker. All right, so you see that it bubbles, you can always lift it back up and make sure it goes on good. Let me just make sure my measurements are good on the, so it's almost 11 here, almost 11 there. Yep, and that is good. So now I'm gonna send the image over to the cutter, and then I'll show you how I do that part. All right, so now I'm gonna put it in the machine, in the Cricut Maker, and then I'm gonna hit the blinking arrow. Wait for the Cricut button to blink, and then you press that. All right, so now that it's done cutting, I'm gonna hit that blinking arrow so it can let it out. And now it's done. All right, so I wanted to show you that when you cut, you wanna cut on the opposite side, which is this side right here, not this side. So you place it just the same exact way. And there you go. All right, so now we're gonna go to the second mat. And here I'm gonna browse all materials. And I'm gonna type in deco and see if it comes up. So let's see, deco. All right, so I'm gonna hit premium vinyl. I'm gonna click this one. And then done. And now the Cricut is ready for me to insert the new vinyl into the machine. So I'm gonna do that now. All right, so here we are again at the Cricut Maker. It's ready for the vinyl. So I'm gonna press the arrow. Wait for that Cricut button to blink. And there you go, press it, and it's ready to cut. And now it's done. Press the arrow to eject it, and it is done. Now that we cut the vinyl, I wanted to show you how I weed it, which is almost like the way I made this sweater. It's pretty much the same thing. So I don't think I have to trim this much, but I like to use my cutter to trim the excess. You could use a scissor as well if you don't have a cutter. But, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna be able to use this little piece of vinyl, but just so when I'm weeding it's easier. So, I just trim it. And then, you don't have to do this part, you could just weed it. It's just, I just like to be precise. But it doesn't even matter because that's all gonna get thrown away anyway. I think that should be okay. So then I'm gonna do the same thing to the leopard one. One thing I did forget to mention when I cut the white vinyl is the shiny side always goes face down onto the cutting mat. This less shiny side is where it cuts, so that when you mirror the image and you weed it, it'll be straight onto the shirt. So it'll be facing the correct way. So for this one, I do have to cut a lot because it only cut lips onto this big sheet. So I have to cut all the excess because I can definitely use this for something else. Just want to make sure I'm not cutting the lips off. And then all this is extra. Use this for another project. And then, let's see where else. So this type of vinyl right here is called Deco Film. It's like a metallic type vinyl. And that should be good. So now you pretty much weed it just like any other vinyl. I like to always get as close to the edge as I can. Don't know if you can see that from here. It's close to the edge. See that? So I just go in and then I just pull away. Just like that. Till I get to the edge. And then that just makes it easier for me to weed it. So now the rest I just do by hand. And it just peels right off. I'll show you that part. Sorry, this stand. And it goes like that. And that's done. So now when you apply it, it looks like that. Super cute. So now I'll do the white. Same thing. I go to the edge, peel away. Like that. And I peel. be careful sometimes that you don't want it to peel off the design, because that can happen. Oh, got stuck to the lips. Sure. And that is good. And that's the chapter 50 part. It should look super cute. All right, so now I'm going to show you how I lay the vinyl on the shirt, just so I can see what it's going to look like. I mean, this is not the exact position it's going to be on, but it's just a little guide for me to know that it's good. So now I'm gonna go to the heat press and I'll meet you guys there. All right, so now I'm gonna press the vinyl, but I forgot to mention this deco film has a range for heat pressing. I think it's like 302 through, I don't remember, I think it's 302 through 310, 315, something like that. But I'm gonna do 305 since the white is also 305, so it's in the same range. Because this is regular heat transfer vinyl, this one is not. So I would like to press the shirt first and also make sure I use a lint roller. Well, that one really bad. I had to push out the table. So make sure I lint roll it so there's no hair fibers. Here we go again. So I gotta swing this away. All right. So then I like to press it to take the moisture off of the shirt. Put my Teflon sheet on top. Finally remembered the name of this. Last time I could not remember it for the life of me. Press it for like, oh, it's too much pressure, so I press it for a few seconds. And then I like to give it the center point, so I fold the shirt in half. This is like the halfway mark, so it's easy to align the image. And then I press for another few seconds. Okay, so now I align it with the bar so it's centered. And now I'm gonna do the white part first. So I like to also fold the image in half to get the halfway mark of the image itself. So I'm gonna mainly do it on the 50, not the top part. And I do my 4 fingers down, and that's where I start the top of the image, which is about there. I align it with the center point. Make sure it's not wrinkled underneath. You don't want the shirt to be wrinkled under, because then it will press like that, and for you to stretch it out, it will rip the vinyl. So that looks good. And then now I'm gonna press it for about 5 seconds or so. Can't forget the Teflon sheet. And then I press it for about 5 seconds. So now, this one is actually a warm hot peel. So I can just peel right off. There's that. And this one here is actually firm pressure, so I have to increase my pressure. And then I'm gonna apply it about there. That should be okay. And I cover it with the Teflon sheet again. And this time I'm gonna do the whole 10 seconds. So, firm pressure. Wait the 10 seconds. So this one's a warm peel, so I can't peel it yet. I have to wait for it to cool down. All right, so now it's warm, so I'm gonna peel it. And there it is, super, super cute. So that's what it looks like, super, super cute. Very cute. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you again for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you can please, if you haven't already done so, subscribe and make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.